Caitlin Clark finally stood up for herself. No more staying quiet. Seeing her shut down Angel Reese was just the start. Now it's her turn to go with the other woke players who thought she wouldn't fight back.
There's hype and then there's impact. Most rookies enter the league quietly, trying to find their footing, earn respect, and adjust to the pace. But Caitlin Clark, she skipped the slow build. She came in loud, confident, and completely unshaken. Her presence demanded attention, from deep threes that felt personal to no-look passes only she could see. Caitlin didn't wait for the spotlight. She seized it. And one NBA legend took notice. Larry Bird isn't one to speak often, but this season he sent a message loud and clear. He sees Caitlin Clark, and he's not holding back. Because what she's doing isn't just impressive, it's historic. And when Larry Bird speaks up, it means something, especially when it's about someone who's rewriting the game in real time. Caitlin Clark hasn't just arrived. She's shifted the landscape of women's basketball. Her presence has become must-see, drawing praise from NBA legends like Bird, Hall of Fame coaches, and former All-Stars alike. She's not just sparking conversation, she's commanding it, forcing even the most seasoned voices in the game to pay attention and weigh in. Her impact isn't a moment, it's a movement. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star riding a wave, she's a force of nature, a disruptor, a cultural flashpoint, the kind of athlete who changes the energy in every arena, who redefines what's possible every time she steps on the floor. Some are calling her the future. Others say she's already the best show in basketball. But one thing's clear, this isn't just a hot start. It's history in motion. Before the stats, before the triple-doubles, before the three-point record pace, Caitlin Clark did something that very few athletes manage to pull off. She made people care. Not just fans or the media, but the voices who shape the narrative of sports. And when Stephen A. Smith, arguably the loudest, most influential voice in basketball media, steps up to talk about Caitlin Clark.
One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing.
Yes.
A beast. She is the truth.
It's intense. Caitlin Clark is off that shit now. She let it all slide the first year. They was pushing her and all that. She like, you know what? I'm in here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And this is what it's gonna be this year.
This is one of the most outspoken personalities in sports media, a man known for being critical, calculated, and unfiltered. Not just defending her, but celebrating her, not for her shot and scoring, but for something deeper, her priorities. Caitlin isn't just playing the game, she's elevating it. She's walking into press conferences and reminding everyone that women's basketball isn't a sideshow, it's the main event. And she's doing it in a way that forces people to listen with poise and purpose. With every bucket, pass, and quote, she's showing that she's not just here for herself. She's here to lift the entire league with her. NBA media sees it. And slowly, so does the world. When you're getting compared to Magic Johnson, that's not just any compliment, but an actual coronation. Magic knows exactly what it means to be more than just a star. He didn't just light up the league with his passing or smile his way through highlight reels. He changed how the NBA looked, how it played, and how it was talked about. So when he looks at Caitlin Clark and says she's doing the same thing, that's legacy-level respect.
I totally applaud what Caitlin Clark is doing. She's putting the WNBA first. She's saying, yo, we matter first to me. We should matter first to the ladies.
Caitlin Clark finally stood up for herself. No more staying quiet.
This is a Hall of Famer not just praising her skills, but aligning her impact with what he and Bird did for the NBA. That's not something you say lightly. The way Caitlin's game commands attention, how she carries the spotlight like it's part of her uniform, how she's helping turn a league into a movement. She's not just lifting her team, she's lifting the entire ecosystem of women's basketball. New fans, more eyes, even more money, and the momentum the league needs. And when someone like Magic Johnson connects the dots between what she's doing now and what changed basketball forever in the 80s, that's not just validation. That's history recognizing history in the making. What do you do when one of the greatest coaches in the history of basketball says he would have loved to coach you? You listen. Coach K isn't just a Hall of Fame coach, he's the blueprint. 5 national titles, 3 Olympic gold medals and more NBA lottery picks than most college programs have wins. He's coached LeBron, Kobe, Katie, Curry, and now he's watching Caitlin Clark and seeing something rare and something special, something he'd want to build around.
Joy, I love it because, to your point, they dominated in college, and
as you both did.
yes, and then they brought it over to the WNBA, just like we brought it to the NBA.
The scoring is undeniable. The logo
They
threes
changed the
are
WNBA.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But what Coach K zeroes in on is the passing and feel for the game, the ability to control the game without forcing it. He calls her a magical passer. And that word matters, because that's not just about assists. That's about vision, timing, anticipation. The stuff that doesn't show up on stat sheets but wins games. She doesn't just make the right play, she sees it before it happens. Not just running the offense, she elevates everyone in it. And when a coach who's worked with the greatest basketball minds alive says, "I would have done exactly what she did," he's giving you his approval. That's Coach K watching Caitlin Clark and seeing a leader, a connector, and a generational basketball IQ all in one. In a world of highlight reels, flashy edits, and scripted sound bites, sometimes it's the shortest answers that say the most. Luka Doncic, MVP candidate, All-NBA mainstay, and one of the most unguardable players in basketball, doesn't do dramatic speeches. He doesn't talk just to talk. So when he was asked on camera, point blank, who his favorite women's basketball player is, he didn't hesitate. Didn't even really need time to think. Who's your favorite women's basketball player? Caitlin Clark. Really? Yeah. That's it. That's all he needed to say. And honestly, that might be the most Luka answer possible, because real ones recognize real. Luka knows what it takes to dominate from day one, to enter the league with expectations strapped to your back and still manage to control the game. And when he watches Caitlin Clark, he sees more than just talent. He sees command, the same kind he plays with. He's not a WNBA analyst. He's giving a name straight from the top of his mind. And that's what makes it hit harder. There are 1,000 ways to say someone is great, but for a player like Luka, whose own greatness is defined by feel and instinct,
that flagrant foul that she committed the other day, I thought it was a hard foul. I didn't think it was a flagrant foul, but I think they do that, Dan, because they overreact to everything Caitlin does. Is they don't want to show like they're showing any favoritism to her. So we got to upgrade it to a flagrant foul, because if we don't, then people say, well, we're protecting her by not upgrading it to a flagrant foul. So I think that's why the referees overreacted in that play.
Yeah, well, she's terrific, and it'd be easy to build something on her because she's the best thing she does is pass. She's a magical passer, and she has a great feel for the game. So, I mean, what her coach did, I would have done exactly what she did. Make sure she handles the ball a lot, and she'll make everybody better.
it's a spotlight on how rare Caitlin Clark really is. Phenomenons don't come around often. They're the ones who shift ratings, sell jerseys, crash ticket websites, and turn a casual Tuesday night game into a can't-miss event. That's what Caitlin is doing, not just for the WNBA, but for the entire sport. She's not waiting for the league to catch up. She's dragging it into the spotlight herself. And when Colin Cowherd says he's talking about none other than presence, Caitlin Clark doesn't just have the spotlight. She is the spotlight. There's a weight that comes with being the one. It's not just about the attention, it's about how every single move gets scrutinized. Caitlin Clark plays with fire. That's part of what makes her special. But when you're the face of the league, whether officially or not, the target on your back gets bigger. It's coming from the system around her.
Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get...
He's glad Caitlin Clark is fighting back, not just with words, but with her game. For Bird, who built his legacy on toughness, seeing Clark stand her ground means everything. It's not just about proving doubters wrong, it's about showing she belongs. And with Bird backing her, the message to the league is loud. Keep talking. Caitlyn will keep answering to Caitlyn's triple-double. It's more than a compliment. It's a torch pass. He knows what it's like to carry a league's expectations. His shout-out wasn't about hype. It was respect. Real recognizes real. The face of the NBA is Caitlyn Clark. That's not clickbait. It's truth from someone who's been in the fire. He's not just praising her game, but how she handles the pressure, the hate, the spotlight, the scoring, the vision, the swagger. It's elite. But what's rare is her poise under fire. Clark isn't just surviving the spotlight, she's owning it. Every step-back three, every no-look dime, every cold stare after a dagger shot isn't just a highlight, it's a statement. She's earned the respect of legends, made critics louder and less relevant, and pulled women's basketball into a new era. This isn't hype. It's legacy in motion. Caitlyn Clark isn't just playing in the league. She's changing how we see it. And she's doing it all without fear, without apology, and without slowing down. The stage is